Everybody, RMJ Movie Reviews back again with my actually this is an on-the-fly movie review of the newly released PG-13 suspense thriller called The Perfect Guy, starring Sanaa, Lathan, Morris Chestnut, and for some reason I should know because I've been on IMDb all day and all week, the light-skinned dude from Barbershop that all the women love. I should know his name because I've been looking at all the press junkets, but shame on me, guys, I can't remember. Okay, The Perfect Guy. What did I think of it? I was actually really surprised that when I saw in the credits for the movie that it was actually written by a gentleman named, I think, Tiger Williams, and he wrote Menace to Society. He's actually the brother, the character, digressing, in the Hughes Brothers movie, Menace to Society, the character of Stacy, that actor, his brother is Tiger Williams, the writer of Menace to Society, and he wrote this film, The Perfect Guy, which I was really surprised because just from the movies I've seen, he's more of kind of a grittier, edgier type writer. But what I'm assuming happened, you know, because I'm starting to meet filmmakers and kind of learn little tidbits about the businesses, that probably his script was probably a lot more edgier the way he wrote it, and Screen Gems or whoever bought it and turned it into this PG-13 thriller we got now. It was okay. I thought it was alright. It was, I mean, if there's anybody out there who's seen Fatal Attraction, Play Misty for Me, any one of the hundreds of thousands of TV movies from the 80s or the 90s, particularly, well, I can't remember the one, guys, you guys might remember, but it was the one that Fred Savage from The Wonder Years and the girl from, I think it was the girl from Growing Pains, Candace Cameron, I think it was Candace Cameron. But it was a TV movie where Fred Savage was like an abusive boyfriend. He was like beating her up and stuff. He ended up murdering her. But I guess it was, as all TV movies of the late 80s and the 90s, is based on a true story. But, and like I said, thin line between love and hate. We've seen any one of the variations on, you know, it seems like the perfect relationship and then the person just turns psycho. There's no new ground that's being broke here. The main issue with this is it suspenseful? Is it scary? In my particular, well, you know, I've seen hundreds of these things, so that would be no. And there's two reasons for why no, it's not suspenseful or creepy. Number one, matter of fact, there's not even more, there's three reasons. Number one is PG-13. This movie would have done so much better when you have seasoned adult actors like Sanaa Lathan, Morris Chestnut, the light-skinned dude from Barbershop. You know, you got Charles Dutton who pops up in there. You got, I can't even remember the one. He's a character actor who's been in a lot of David Fincher movies. He's in Alien 3. He had the boxing TV show. He plays like the cop in this movie. He's going up against the psychopath. I can't remember the actor's name, but he was in Alien 3. He was one of the Tyler Durden's little minions in Fight Club. You guys have seen the actor before. I can't remember his name. He's done hundreds of movies. He pops up. I mean, you got these veteran character actors who are kind of, and I understand everybody's got to make their money. And I mean, maybe the original version is a hard R, and it might have been cut and shredded down to a PG-13. I don't know. But the PG-13, this would have benefited so much more if this would have been an R-rated adult thriller for adults only. Because, you know, me and a friend of mine, you know, me and her, we went to go see the movie. And, you know, I mean, really, most of the audience was kind of in our age bracket, you know, 30s and up. It was the 30s and up crowd, but there was sprinkles of kids in there, but most of the audience was adults, you know. I just don't understand why they just didn't go ahead and make it rated R. I just felt the movie could have benefited. It could have gone a lot further and could have hit a lot harder, in my opinion, if it could have been a little bit more adult to me and not dumbed down for a teenage audience, because the actors they got in it, it's clearly for adults, you know. Number two is the damn previews. The previews tell you, guys, and I'm not kidding, The previews tell you the entire movie. And also, the number one problem is the previews give away like the best moments. I'm telling you guys, the money shots and the best moments in this movie are in the trailer. The one gag that's the best with him under the bed, that's the best moment, and it's in the previews. It's like, guys, come on, man. But you know, I know they had to sell the movie. It was number one this weekend with a stunning $10 million. So, you know, but it's a typical movie for this time of year. You know, I mean, this takes me back to when I used to work at Regal Cinemas down in Dayton, and you know, we'd get stuff like Prom Night, PG-13 Prom Night. Obviously not the Jamie Lee Curtis one because that came out in 1980, but you know, PG-13 Prom Night and oh God, I remember I never forget when Prom Night opened. We had it in a small theater, and then because it did so well Friday night, the next Saturday it was like in the largest auditorium, and that place was packed. I was like shocked. I was like, oh my God. And stuff like the PG-13 When a Stranger Calls remake and all that stuff. But I guess I can't get mad at the kids because I remember when I was a freshman in high school and Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez came out. I remember me and my friends all went to go see that, and it was packed, and we loved it. And so, you know, they're just doing what we all did. But, you know, the previews give away the whole movie. And pretty much even without the previews or the softening with the PG-13 rating, I mean, you just know where the movie's going to go. And then when it goes there, it just doesn't do anything other than what you expect for it to do, for it to hit really hard, you know? So, I don't know. For me, I just, it was okay. That's all I can say. It was okay. As far as the acting is concerned, everybody does a good job. Sanaa Lathan, beautiful. You know, there's a couple things in it that are kind of cheesy, but you know, I think that was the intention. I don't think they were trying to go like too far with this thing. I think this was just meant to be an audience pleaser. And you know, there's a couple things. He is stalking me. He's got my life. I'm telling you, he's stalking me. You know, I mean, cheesy stuff, but in a goofy Lifetime Saturday night movie kind of way, it's fun. Light-skinned brother from Barbershop. He plays a good psychopath. He's good. Again, couple of line readings, a little bit. I think there's like one where they're supposed to hint at his background, because we all know that his real name isn't his real name, as in every other 100,000th thriller like this that's come before. You even saw that stuff in the Cable Guy. But you know, of course, there's a scene where they're like, "Oh, girlfriend, he is so fine. So Andrew, where are you from?" "Well, I was adopted." "Do you know what adopted does to someone? Do you really know?" And I'm like, oh my God. But it's fun. It's fun and it's cheesy. And then you got the, you know, the cop versus the psychopath scene where he's like, "Well, I was in a public place. I was not following her, and he attacked me first. Does he have the right to put his hands on me first, officer?" I'm like, so he's trying to be calculated and cunning, and the cop is just like, you know, real butch, like, "You may know the law, but I'm gonna take you down. Guarantee, I'm gonna take you down." You know, that kind of stuff. So, goofy fun. Morris Chestnut pops up in there, and you know what? Morris Chestnut is just, man, that dude is just getting better and better, man, as he gets older. I mean, for like people my age and older, we all remember him as Ricky from Boys in the Hood, and when he had that short run as that TV show on NBC with Patti LaBelle. I can't even remember what that show was called, but he was on, that show was on for like a hot minute, like in the early 90s. But you know, Morris Chestnut just, and I don't know what it is about the transformation from when he was old school Morris Chestnut with the box haircut and the waves, and now that he's lost his hair, I don't know, he's just transformed like into just, he's Morris Chestnut is just getting better. I really want to check out his TV show, man. I got all respect for Morris. I really am digging Morris Chestnut as an actor. You know, I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him kind of get into some higher profile movies. That's what I'd like to see. But it was okay. It was an okay thriller. Starts the way you expect, ends the way you expect. And I think this will probably play better to the PG-13 rated audience that it's really supposed to be, or they're trying to aim for, even though it's got adult actors who most of the kids probably don't even know who these actors are, especially Charles S. Dutton. I know they have no idea who he is. But it's okay. Decent thriller. Your girl will grab you, put her arm around you. That's about all I can say. I don't know, guys. If you're bored, go check out The Perfect Guy. Harmless. It's not gonna make you mad. I don't think you'll want your money back. Just know that the previews is giving you a 2-minute version of an hour and a half out of your life. So it's up to you guys. Go see The Perfect Guy if you want to. Whatever. I'm about to come back with my crime movie review of the controversial, much hated, much loathed Nicolas Cage, Joel Schumacher directed thriller 8mm from 1999. RMJ Movie Reviews. See you guys soon.